Good day, Beacons! Welcome to our very first session of Free Let Review Reels, organized as requested by some of you. Let's kickstart this journey together toward becoming future LPTs. By the way, my name is Catherine Avila Perez, and you can call me Ma'am Kat, a proud graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Science, finishing as summa cum laude, and I am also a LUT passer with a high rating of 92.60% by God's grace, and currently pursuing my Master's of Arts in Education major in Educational Management. As your lecturer, my mission is clear: to share knowledge, ignite confidence, and guide you in your journey toward becoming a licensed professional teachers. Together, we will not only master concepts but also cultivate the skills and mindset needed to excel in the lab and beyond. But more than my credentials, I carry a deeper mission. Naniniwala ako na ang pangarap na maging licensed professional teacher ay hindi dapat hadlangan ng kakulangan sa resources. That's why, aside from the help of CBRC as one of your stepping stones, I also strongly advocate for free laterals in Profit, Gen Ed, and Science majorships open to all aspiring LPTs. Now this is my calling. We will not only prepare for the exam, pero higit pa ron, we will build confidence, discipline, and passion. Kaya ngayon, let's all start without further ado. How sharp is your LET preparation? So ngayon, unti-unti na tayong magpe-prepare for LET September 2026. Now class, sagutin niyo nga ako, kapag nagluluto ka ng sabaw, sino ang pumitikim muna bago siya ihain? Okay, kasi kung maalat, pwede pang dagdagan ng tubig at kung matabang, pwede pang dagdagan ng asin. So meron ka pang chance i-adjust. Eh paano naman kung ang bisita ang tumikim ng sabaw? Kung maalat, sorry na lang. Wala nang bawian, graded na. At kung paano naman kung ikaw mismo ang tumingin sa sarili mong gawa? Parang nag-selfie ka, tapos ikaw lang yung nag-check kung okay ba yung angle o kailangan pang ulit-ulitin. So, kagaya lamang yan ng types or purposes of assessment. Yan nga lang sa classroom natin, ang pagtikim, pag-check, at pag-reflect ay tungkol sa teaching and learning process, kung paano tayo nag-strive and nag-grow. Kaya ngayong araw, we will talk about the different purposes of classroom assessment. But before that, what is assessment? It is a systematic process of gathering, interpreting, and using information about students' learning and performance. It's not just about giving tests or exams. It's about checking where the learners are, how they are progressing, and how the teachers can adjust instruction to help them succeed. In short, assessment is both a mirror showing current achievement and a map guiding the future learning. Mga future LPTs, tandaan, assessment is not just about giving exams. Para siyang love life, may iba't ibang purpose. Minsan para malaman kung saan ka magsisimula, paano makita kung saan ka nahihirapan, or kung saan ka magaling, at para ikaw mismo ang mag-reflect kung paano ka nag-grow. Kaya huwag nating i-underestimate si assessment because siya ang GPS ng learning journey natin. So let's proceed under this is the assessment for, of, and as. Assessment for learning is an ongoing process where teachers gather evidence of students' learning during instruction to adjust teaching strategies and provide feedback that helps learners improve. So class, assessment for learning is like when you taste the soup while cooking. May chance pang i-adjust habang niluluto pa. Ganon din sa classroom. Habang nag-aaral pa kayo, teachers check your progress para ma-adjust ang strategies at matulungan kayong mas gumaling pa. Now, under this, we have the placement assessment. It is conducted before instruction to determine learners' entry level and the proper placement. Parang enrollment sa gym. Bago ka magbuhat ng 50 kilograms, tatanungin ka muna ng coach. Kaya mo ba? Placement test para malaman kung beginner ka ba or advanced. So kung wala nito, baka mamaya yung grade 7 biglang napunta sa physics ng college. Instant nosebleed. Now the second one is the diagnostic assessment. So it identifies specific learning difficulties and their causes. Parang check-up sa doktor. Hindi lang tinitingnan kung may sakit ka, kundi kung saan nanggaling yung mismong sakit mo. Kung halimbawa meron kang estudyante sa isang classroom na kahit ilang beses mo nang tinuruan ng fractions, pero laging mali, diagnostic ang sagot. So it is like the classroom scene investigation. Hanapin ang root cause ng crime. Bakit hindi ka makasolve ng math problem? Now, let's proceed to the last one under this is the formative assessment. So, it is ongoing assessment during instruction to monitor progress and adjust the teaching. Parang TikTok draft. Hindi pa final, pero pwede mo pang i-edit bago mo siya i-post. So, teachers ask, class, nagigets nyo ba? At ngayon, tatanungin ko kayo, future LPPs, nagigets nyo ba siya? At kapag oo, sumagot kayo ng oo, that's already a formative. Pwede ko pang ayusin bago kayo mag-exam. Pwede ko pang improve. Because formative is like when the cook tastes the soup. Kung maalat, dagdag tubig. Kung matabang, dagdag asin. Hindi pa final, kaya pwede pa siyang i-adjust. Now, after the assessment for learning, we have assessment of learning. It is conducted after the instruction to measure and certify what students have learned. It focuses on achievement and outcomes, and it also includes the summative assessment. This is the type of evaluation or that evaluates rather the learning and at the end of the unit, the term, and the course. So parang report card ng love life mo. Doon mo malalaman kung pasado ka o bagsak. One of these examples are the midterm exam, final exam, yung course requirements mo, at saka yung mga standardized tests. Always remember that off learning is like when the guest tastes the soup. Hindi na pwedeng ma-adjust, tapos na ang luto, graded na. Now, for the third one, we have assessment as learning. So, it is a process where students take responsibility for their own learning. Ito na yung mismong metacognition, thinking about thinking. They monitor their own progress, reflect on strengths and weaknesses. And also, nagsaset ka dito ng, personal targets. Teachers also reflect on their teaching practices to improve. So, para ka nagtitiktok tapos ikaw mismo ang nagre-review ng sarili mong video bago mo siya i-improve. Assessment as learning is like looking in the mirror. Sinasabi mo sa sarili mo, gaano na ba ako kagaling sa math? Kailangan ko pa bang mag-practice para sa English? Now, students here set their own targets, monitor their progress, and reflect in what areas did they lack. Kagaya din ng teacher, what can I do next time? So this includes the self-assessment, peer assessment, reflection journals, yung mga portfolios, and kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, yung metacognition. Para hindi tayo malito, tandaan natin, forever or funny assessment. For learning, think of a teacher saying, I am for you. It's about guiding and supporting students while they learn. Of learning, imagine a judge saying, I am checking off what you know. It's about measuring and recording achievement. As learning, I am asking myself how I learn. Again, for learning, it is I am for you. Off learning, I am checking off what you know. As learning, I am asking myself how I learn. Papasa ba? Magtatap ba? If naintindihan talaga natin, let's try specific drills. For the number one, which type of assessment is conducted before the instruction to determine a learner's entry-level performance or proper placement? Is it A, diagnostic, B, formative, C, placement, D, summative? I will give you 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The correct answer is letter C, very good. It is the placement assessment. This type of assessment is conducted before instruction to determine a learner's entry performance, their readiness, and appropriate placement in program or the class. Let's proceed to the number 2. Please record your scores. A teacher gives a short quiz during the lesson to check if students understood the topic and then adjust the next activity. What type of assessment is being used to guide instruction? Is it A, assessment of learning, B, assessment for learning, C, assessment as learning, or letter D, diagnostic assessment? I will give you 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's right. The answer is assessment for learning, letter B. This type of assessment is used during instruction to check students' understanding and guide the teacher in adjusting strategies or activities. So it is meant learning to support learning and improve teaching decisions in real time. Now let's proceed to number 3. Nakakailan na kayo, future LPTs and bacons? At the end of the quarter, a teacher computes final grades. So, to determine if learning outcomes were achieved. So, which type of assessment certifies achievement and is used to report the progress? Is it A, assessment of learning, B, assessment for learning, C, assessment as learning, or the D, diagnostic assessment? I will give you 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. The answer is letter A, assessment of learning. Tatandaan, I am for you and I am checking off your knowledge. So this type of assessment is conducted after the instruction to measure if learning outcomes have been achieved. So let's proceed to number 4. Which statement best describes assessment for learning from assessment of learning? Is it letter A, for learning focuses on grading, of learning focuses on feedback? Letter B, for learning helps improve instruction, of learning certifies achievement. Letter C, for learning happens after the instruction, of learning happens before the instruction. Or letter D, for learning is summative, of learning is formative. I will give you 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The correct answer is letter B. For learning, for learning helps improve the instruction. I am for you. I am checking off. Learning naman, checking off to certify if the learning outcomes have achieved at the end of the instruction. Now let's proceed to number 5. A student reviews her own portfolio and identifies areas for improvement in writing. What type of assessment allows learners to reflect and monitor their own growth? Is it letter A, assessment of learning, B, assessment for learning, C, assessment as learning, or letter D, diagnostic assessment? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bravo! The correct answer is letter C, assessment as learning. So this type of assessment, just like what I've said earlier, it emphasizes the learner's active role in reflecting, monitoring, and evaluating their own growth. So by reviewing her portfolio and identifying areas for improvement, the student is practicing the self-assessment or the metacognition. So class, nakita na natin na assessment is more than just exams. It's about testing, it's about checking and reflecting para masigurado if tama ba yung timpla ng learning journey. Kaya mga future LPTs, tandaan, assessment is the GPS of education. Kung saan nahihirapan, doon ka tutulungan. Kung saan ka magaling, mas lalo kang papalakasin. Kaya let's embrace assessment not just as a burden, but also a tool to grow, to improve, and to reach the dream of becoming the licensed professional teacher. At gaya ng sabaw kanina, let is the ultimate taste test. Kung tama ang timpla ng preparation nyo, pasado ang lasa, pasado rin ang exam. At kaya habang niluluto pa ang journey ninyo, let's keep adjusting, striving, and dreaming hanggang sa makuha ang lisensya. Kung gusto nyo pang mas maraming free let drills sa Prof Ed, Gen Ed, and Science Majorship, don't forget to follow my Facebook page. But before that, please comment down your scores. If 5 over 5, that's a very, very good start para sa Let September 2026. So, if medyo tabi-tabi niyo ang aking scores, don't worry, balikan niyo lang itong video para mas ma-master niyo ang purposes of assessment. So, don't forget to follow my Facebook page, Ma'am Kat, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ma'am Kat Lat Review. Dito sama-sama tayo mag-aaral, mag-drill, at maghahanda para maging future LPPs ang lahat. Kaya click follow, click subscribe, and sabay-sabay natin i-claim ang success.